So, hi, 4th and 5th graders. We are going to start working on some still life drawing for this lesson. And here is a still life drawing that I started. I'm about half of the way through right now. And I'm just going to show you how I got to that step. And here are my objects. So for this lesson, I'd like for you to try to do at least 2 objects. And you can arrange them on a table, or a chair, or on your dresser, wherever makes sense, and that you can sit and really easily see them with a little more distance than I have. So right now I'm a little bit too close to these to get some good perspective, but it's okay. And I chose 3 main objects, and then here are my 3 objects on my paper. If you have some of this kind of manila, it's a little bit off-white paper, or you could even use gray paper if you wanted to. It's a little bit easier to get some contrast in your picture if you have something that has a little bit of tone in it. So this paper is more of a manila, as you can see. Like, here's the white that I put in with some chalk a little bit later. And I was able to use some darks in here. This is mostly pencil, but then I have some charcoal, which you may or may not have at your house. But you can do this all in pencil, and that's fine. And if you have chalk for pulling out whites, that's great, but if you don't, that's also okay. So I'm going to show you how to get to this first step, and that's the first part of this lesson. This is probably going to take you, I would guess that the first part of this is going to probably take you about 30 minutes, maybe 40. So it's about 1 class period of time. And I'll have a second one for next class, for next week, which would have all of the shading involved in here. Right now we've just got the beginnings of some of the shading and the shapes. And they're all in perspective, which means that, you can tell that they're going back into space. Particularly this little box here. You can tell with the bowl too, but the box, if anytime you have something that is rectangular or square, you have to use all of these lines to show how they're going back into space. So I'm going to start this off again so you can see how I've done this so far.